Let me get some other callers on. Mr. Mugenzi, on the line from London, I believe. You're running in London, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, your question for the President?
Hello, Mr. President.
Right, Mugenzi.
How do you view the popular uprising in North Africa? And do you think the same could happen in Rwanda, given they have similar grievances? By that I mean lack of political space, lack of freedom of expression, suppression of freedom, suppression of free press, and oppression of opponent.
Well, that is your judgment, but I'll give you my own assessment about the situation. What is happening in the north of Africa, I think, was bound to happen. There has been a clear disconnect between the leaders and the led for a long time, and I think those who are led have come out to have their say in this way. In Rwanda, it is totally different. Maybe that would have happened where before even the genocide took place in Rwanda. But after 1994, what is happening in Rwanda is entirely built on the choices, the feelings, the interests of the people of that country, and that is Rwanda. And the leaders and those who are led are working together to make Rwanda a better place.
If I may just, Mugenzi, I don't know if you're still there, but if allow me to just step in, and you said that his assessment of the situation was his opinion, and that was his judgment. Interestingly, it appears to be the judgment of a number, as you can see to my left, I've got a number of reports from different organizations, international human rights organizations, as well as, well, I'll give you Amnesty International here, I've got Human Rights Watch here, I've got Reporters Without Borders. The theme that's running through this pile of reports to my left is that there is no space for political involvement, especially for those who are opposed to President Kagame and his ruling party.
But
so perhaps it's not so far off the mic.
I'm glad. I think you're just creating a contradiction yourself. When you are talking about what is happening in the north of Africa, we are not talking about demonstrations or uprising of those organizations. We are talking about of people.
Precisely. And
so those are not the people of Rwanda. They don't represent the people of Rwanda.
They are talking to the people of Rwanda.
But the people of Rwanda can talk for themselves.
And many of them actually have. Many of them, sadly, from outside Rwanda.
I think you are confusing issues. You are, at the same time, in your introduction, you are talking about elections that took place. And you are talking about the decisions of the Rwandans. So why are you confusing issues? You are talking on one hand the expressions of Rwandans to such a degree that you mentioned. On the other hand, you are reading me a pile of papers of organizations that are not Rwandan. So what is the contradiction about? If those were the ones to carry out elections, maybe they would be saying that. But
apart from being a contradiction,
Rwandans.
Let me get Mugenzi, who is a Rwandan himself, to tell you why he believes that the situation I've just described,
sure,
and which is described in
and
this
is one individual who
he's a Rwandan.
Yes, yeah. Absolutely.
Mugenzi, would you like to come back to the president on that?
Yes, the president is talking about election to try to show that what's happening is there is a freedom. Even in Egypt, if you remember, in the electoral election, the President Mubarak has 95%. So this shows that all the elections are happening in some country where there's not really freedom. You cannot really.
Rwanda is not Egypt, and Egypt is not Rwanda. They are two different places. So, and I'm here speaking for the Rwandans. And if you want to be among those I'm speaking for, then
the freedom
you're welcome.
To express themselves. If they would be given the freedom to express themselves, they would do that.
That's why there is stability, there is progress, there is, the people of Rwanda are happy. Maybe you're talking about another country, not Rwanda.
The progress, yes, and the stability, yes, but these things, they are not sustainable if there's not freedom. Everyone knows that the history has told us.
Other people think there is freedom and stability. It is only you who don't